each other, okay? Go flippy flappies.
You guys are silly.
Oh! What was that? That hurt me. Oh, you hurt me.
I saw part of
Yeah,
it.
you bit my skin. Felt really nice.
My ears hurt. I'm biting something else.
Yeah, don't do that, okay?
My ears start like this.
Hmm? No, stop.
It's a rabbit.
You're not.
It looks like a rabbit with a smiley face.
Yeah, let's not do that, okay, silly?
Hey, no, stop doing that, okay?
Don't do that, Goose.
It's okay.
No, baby girl,
Yeah,
please.
okay, go ahead and do it. Yeah, continue to do that, okay? Just keep doing it. Over and over and over and over and over again, okay?
No, silly, don't do that, please.
Here, wipe it up.
That tastes icky, doesn't it?
Sliver or something? What'd you do?
Oh, Daddy's toe. Closed toe, too. Daddy's toe? Is that Sissy?
Mommy.
Daddy didn't want you to do that.
That's Sissy. Yeah.
Sissy.
Still hurt?
Sissy. Sissy. Sissy.
Good morning, Mom and Dad, everybody. It is Saturday morning, and I'm about to go out to work, and I thought I'd stick you on the dashboard and take you along with me so you guys can see the house and how we get there and everything from here. There's Mr. Cliff's trailer. He's our neighbor. I don't know if you guys can hear the Sterling Creek running in the background, but that's what I'm hearing. So the sun's just kind of coming up on the mountains here. It's not as early as it might appear based on that. Let me see if I can do this without killing myself here. Let's try that. That poor little broken down truck, I have to reach outside my window to open and close my door. I'm locked in once I'm inside. Okay, so here we go. This might be bumpy, we'll see. It's about 40 degrees out or so right now, and I think it's about maybe a little bit after 8 o'clock in the morning. 8:30 maybe. Anyhow, today is Saturday, and my helpers won't be out there today. I have two helpers right now. I have David and Scott. Scott's been helping me for some time. And David I brought on during the roofing part of the project. And he's turned out to be a great asset. He knows a lot about, not only a lot about construction, but he knows a lot about the inspection processes that I have to go through. Oh no! Yeah, okay. Sorry, I spilled soup all over my seat. I have my lunch in a little glass bowl that I take with me so I can microwave it. Anyway, Jim and Joy, our friends, live up that little road that we just passed right there on the left. It's their shared driveway there. And, let's see if this is gonna... I guess this is gonna work okay. You guys can kind of see what we're doing. The camera's sort of on autopilot now, so what you see is what you get. But anyway, so today I have to finish working on what are called knee braces, ironically. And they are basically big posts that hold up the roof overhang in various places on the house because the overhang is so large. It's a 4-foot overhang, and most houses might have a 1.5, maybe a 2-foot overhang. But this style of house is a craftsman style, and so craftsmen are known to have larger overhangs. And we wanted a larger overhang because we'd be able to get with the low sun in the winter, we still get a lot of direct sunlight and heat out of that, but in the summertime, when it's really, really hot, the overhang keeps us in the shade, yet there's still lots of light that comes in, but not direct light. So that was the whole point of that, was to take advantage of that. Passive solar kind of stuff. This driveway up ahead that we're about to see on the left-hand side, there's no driveways on the right. Right, Grandma? You can tell everybody that. This driveway right ahead of us there, that funky-looking little mailbox, and that driveway there, that belongs to Bjorn and Cecile, and I think I told you guys that in a previous tape, but those guys are both kind of really eccentric, creative teacher types. They're neat people. They live completely off-grid with no electricity or anything. Bjorn's pretty much built that house himself over the last 25 years, just a little bit at a time. And it doesn't look like, it looks kind of bizarre from the outside. Like, look inside, and I liken it all the time to Captain Nemo's submarine because it's just so neat. It's just so different, unconventional. So we are heading on Sterling Creek. We're heading towards our property. Nana, since Papa and Grandma already know this. And in the summertime, this is a pretty big, well-trafficked bicycle route, although it's not very safe. You can see that there aren't any shoulders anywhere. And, truth be told, a lot of people drive pretty fast on this road, not very safely. But it's mostly the people that have lived out here forever and feel comfortable doing that. So this little sign here says bus stop 800 feet ahead, which happens to be at the end of our driveway, which is where Autumn's going to be getting on the bus, possibly when she does when she goes to school, depending on where she goes. So yeah, right down at the bottom of this little ravine here, if you will. Let's see if I can turn this off at this little. Yeah, there's our driveway right here on the left. It's not really our driveway, it's a shared driveway. There's several families that live up this little hill, this little road. And there's people right in the corner here. You can't see them, but maybe you saw them when I turned. It's Tony and Diana, and they're nice folks. Our land starts pretty close to up here on the left-hand side. The trees do, and then the driveway starts shortly after that. Bob and Petra, our neighbors, live right over here on the right-hand side. You can see a big pine tree here with an address number on it. That's their driveway that goes off on the right there. And then our land is right here on our left, and our driveway starts right here. And these little posts I put in, I've got to weld up a gate to put across there, but I haven't gotten to that yet. It was one of those things that I kind of started on back before we had permits of the house and everything, and then once the house permits came in, everything fell off the map, so to speak. Loud and bumpy, I think, people. Oh, goodness. And there's the house. Okay, now let me show you where we are, Nana. That's the house, obviously, and I'll get up there in just a minute. But this side road here goes off to another pad that had already been cleared from the foresting operation that was here. But that's where we're going to eventually build a little shop building out there. So we started working on that pad and stuff earlier, and anyway, that's another one of the things that just kind of fell by the wayside as the house moves along. So let me see if I can lock all this stuff down. I don't know if I'm going to be able to do all that. Yeah, it's still going to wiggle, but... Okay, so here we go, up to the house. The driveway goes all the way around. These big logs on the left side of your screen there indicate where the driveway comes out as you loop around the front of the house. So this area to the right here, where my trailer is, and my little crummy pickup that needs some work, needs a lot of TLC. This area over here is going to be our garden. And in fact, underneath all these tarps are all logs that I had cut up from the trees that were cut down for us to build the house. So those are going to be our heating source for probably several years. There's a little garden shed and my little Toyota pickup, and then there's lots of garbage strewn on the ground there from basically from construction and stuff. So up we go. I could show you this backside here a little bit to describe what we're seeing here. I'm sure you know what this all looks like from the plans and everything, I guess. One of the sectional pages, Mom, if you look on your blueprints there, I don't know if you have them out or you can get to them or whatever, but the I want to say it's going to be A2 or A3. Page A2 or A3 is going to have the back elevation here of the house, and that's what we're seeing. It looks so huge from here. But this big gray tarp that we have up right there is to help us with erosion. We've got some erosion issues going on right now, and the dirt was falling away from the house where it had been compacted. So we didn't want it to get any wetter than it was, so we stretched a big tarp down so it would just stay dry, because it's been, as you can see, we've had quite a bit of rain out here. And then so the big window on the very bottom there is going to be Autumn's bedroom. The small window to the left of that is the bathroom, and the other big window, right now it's framed out as a door, is Cole's bedroom. And directly above Cole's window there is going to be a big 3-panel door for our living area. And then back to the right of that, above Autumn's window, is the breakfast nook. And then above that is our bedroom. And then on the left-hand side there, what you see is the garage and the master bath way up on top there. So let's go back up the road. Bumpy, 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 bumpy. Golly. No spilly soupy. There's the trooper. And there's a garage. So let me pause you here and I'll take you inside. Uh-oh, I guess I'm recording. Excuse me. Okay. Yeah, I was just getting out of my truck there with my handy-dandy outside door opener there. And I accidentally pressed the record button, so we're recording. Okay, so, let me see. You're not going to get to see much because this lens... Okay, as I was saying, here's the garage, and here's the front door. And this whole area here is eventually what will be covered as the porte cochere. So this roof will come out, and it'll come out over this... right now, there you can see the concrete there. And it's got a stamped pattern on it. It's kind of difficult to see. But right now it's got a bunch of tarps and wood and stuff covering it. And it is raining again. So we'll go inside, and I can already see there's tons of water on the floor. Not tons, I shouldn't say that, but there's the pattern. I forget what they call that, but like a flagstone or something. Yeah, so we don't have too much water. This is actually not too bad. We have just a little bit of water right here in the front door. You can see, and the rest of this is dry, reasonably dry compared to how we've been in the past. So let me back up here and tell you what's going on. These are the stairs, obviously. As you come in, there's going to be rails and stuff here, and this wall will be all filled in, so you can't fall directly downstairs. This is going to be the main living area, and right over there in the corner is going to be the fireplace. So there'll be a big slider door here, and then we'll have a 3-panel door over there. This one on the left will be a swing-in door, and these two will be fixed windows. And so this will be our living area here. These are the little knee braces I'm working on. I'll show you those in a minute. And then we get over here, and this is going to be the whole kitchen area here. Not the whole thing, but the kitchen will start here. If you look up here, this big beam is going to be exposed, and these little ledges that come out, these little shoots that come out here will form a kind of a curved plant ledge. And what we're going to do is match that curve with a countertop here, like a breakfast bar type thing, like we had in Plano, but probably a little bit bigger. So we can maybe fit, 4 stools up there. And then, so you'd come around here, and you'd go in here to the kitchen, and the stove, and the sink will be there, and the stove will be there, and the fridge will be here. And then back here, there's a little guest bath, which you'd get to if around the other way. And the laundry room is right in there. And then the garage, and the breakfast nook. So that's pretty much it. I have a message on my answering machine here. That's what the beeping is. Let me turn some lights on so you guys can kind of see what's going on here. So this table is, a lot of our stuff's covered up because everything continues to get wet around here. And today's probably the most promising looking day that I've seen here. The little whiteboards there are kind of calendars and to-do lists and a little planning center there. There's more knee braces that I'm building. This is a heater, diesel-powered heater that doesn't do a whole lot because we have everything's wide open here. But when you're cold and you stand in front of it for 15 seconds, it really warms you up. So this is that giant truss that we built out here, and I didn't really build this one. John built this one. He did a good job on it too. It looks really nice. It's so beefy. We had to rent these 2 big lifts, hand-powered crank lifts to get it up in place. And but it's gonna be beautiful. And so basically, there will be drywall that starts here and goes up and covers all this, except for these 4 windows across there are going to make a clear story panel of light. Basically, and with that overhang again, that light will come in and it'll wash on this wall here, and so it'll be a lot of light but not direct heat kind of thing. And then the way those studs go up like that is they're going to be the ceiling in this room, and back in there is our bedroom. So that's what you see there. What you see going on there. There's out the front door. And then the garage, which of course has been covered for a long time and it's still soaking wet. We're taking out a ton of water here. So you can see there's just water everywhere. All over the place. And all the lumber for all the projects that we're doing. So that's basically the downstairs area here. Excuse me, I'm still getting over a cold. It was the flu, and now it's just relegated itself to being a little cold. Okay, so we're going upstairs here, and then over here we have, this will be obviously a big railing here, but this whole part down below here will stay open. And so there's 3 windows here. There's a window, let's see, there's a window here, here, and here, and on that wall there. But right now there's a bunch of scaffolding over my head, but this will all be open to above, so the scaffolding obviously doesn't represent anything permanent, and the ceilings will all be vaulted like that, and then you're up here in the master. The master bedroom's pretty darn tootin' big, ridiculously big, but it's just going to feel big, I think. It's a neat room though, lots of light. Again, we have a bank of clear story windows up there, so you can see if I can point the camera directly at the sunlight without ruining it. The sun is really low here, obviously this time of year. And so we'll get direct light in these windows in the wintertime, but not in the summertime, because the overhang that you can see up there will keep the sun out of the house. So that's the master. This, I don't know if I'm going to be able to give you a view at all, because we have plastic everywhere. But yeah, that's the view from our master. So there's Bob and Petra's house over there, the red house. Let me see if I can zoom way in on that. How do you see that? See if I can figure out how to do that from way up there. Nope, wrong button. Okay, sorry about that, everybody. There's Bob and Petra's. That's pretty much the only house you can see from our place. So you can kind of get an idea. Again, I'm reaching up over the plastic, so I'm not really sure what I'm showing you guys. But so here's the roof of the garage, and there's the master bath right there. And we do have a little bit of sun poking up over there. And this goes out, the roof goes out there over the living room. So, into the master bath here, yeah, you can see we've taken on some water dripping through here still, which I don't know how that's getting in there, really. there's a couple of finished knee braces, and I'll show you those in just a moment here. So as you walk into the bathroom here, there'd be a closet here, a small closet here, 2 closets. This is going to be the tub area here. There'll be a tub there, and then this is going to be the little commode thing, toilet. So a small closet here, little sinks there, and then a shower in the corner there. And then we have 1, 2, 3 windows there. So the only real deviation we made from the plans is we widened this bathroom out by, I think, 3 feet, at least 3 feet. So yeah, it's plenty wide for sure. But so these knee braces, let me show you if I can show you how they stand up. Well, basically I can't because they're heavy and I can't do that with one hand, but they're going to go like that, which isn't going to help you guys at all. But they're mounted to the side of the house. And if you picture like this one this one closest to us here, like this, goes like that. So that this member that's vertical here would be horizontal. This part is along the side of the wall, and then of course the diagonal membrane or member, and then the trusses come out. There's 2 courses of trusses that come out, and barge rafters actually, and holds that up. So 4-foot overhang in most places. So yeah, that's basically that's the deal. Looks like I'm getting the running out of disk space symbol again. So that's the whole house that we're seeing right now. As it stands on January 12th, I think. Hey, the sun's coming out. So yeah, this is what you'll see as you're coming downstairs here, and then this little wall won't be quite like you see it here. It'll probably be angled or shortened, and there's that plant ledge there. This is going to be that big shelf, and we'll have plants hanging and stuff up there, so this will be a big open space up here. So, that's pretty much the whole tour except for the basement. And see if I have enough tape to take you to the basement. I shall do so. And of course, being a person rooted in the 80s, I say tape instead of memory or disk or whatever the correct terminology is. Okay, so the basement is kind of a mess, as you can see. The only thing that is here is this wall here, which doesn't really indicate much of anything. I can show you that when we go through this big opening here, this is actually the back of a closet, a kid's closet. This is the door to go into that room, and then there's a closet and a hall bath, and then Autumn's room is going to be down here and over in that corner. So you can't really tell much. I'm sorry that the camera can't zoom out any more than it is, but that's what we get. This is framed out as a door right now, but I think we're going to make this a window. This is Cole's room that we're in. And then out here, we've got some piers that we poured for deck posts. We'll have some big 8x8s coming out of there, holding up the deck in a couple different places. And then a retaining wall, and basically what's going to happen here is we're going to backfill this with soil, so all this will be covered, including these big square concrete forms, up to the level of that wall. So this will be kind of a flat, not really grassy area, but just a flat yard area. And then it'll drop down a little bit and then go out to another terraced area, and that'll be probably grassy or something. So we're thinking about maybe growing blueberries or strawberries or something up by the house, just because it's easier to keep from the deer. So yeah. But that's it. So today I'm just working on oiling those knee braces. They get a couple of coats of this marine oil that keeps everything from getting water damage while it sits outside. So these, well, you can see, look at that. See, there's lots of water on that, and that's actually fine, because they're going to sit outside just like that. And this front one needs another coat of oil, and then some of the other ones over there need more oil as well. So that's my job today, and I have less than a minute left here, folks. So I'm going to get to work and get this off in the mail to you guys at some point in the near future. Okay, bye. Bar?
Yeah.
Yay, Bathies.
On your bum. Thank you.
There's my sweethearts.
Yeah. Let's see. Let's see. Let's see.
You want to see, Cole?
Yeah.
Okay. Who's that?
Sissy.
Yeah, is that you and Sissy in the bath?
Gobba gobba.
Here, Autumn.
Gobby 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 gobby.
Is that right?
Hey, a big one, big one, see? A big one.
Your first boyfriend is gonna love that.
Stop. He's gonna put it in the
Her husband.
All right. Bye bye.